It's led to the top scoring offense and second in the yards. A little bit of a lab, the beakers, the science, but there is a little bit of a lab story to the Chiefs and what they do on offense that we'll unpack for you here as we go through. On first down, Mahomes, Kelsey's wide open. His lab partner. Head over heels for a gain of 23 to the 44. Roger McCreary, the tackle.
So here we go with the play action that we talked about, right? This is just the deep over routes, the crisscross two-man route, but it comes on first down. So they come out and go the play fake right off the bat. Linebackers step up, and here comes Kelsey right in behind him. So these guys are watching the linebackers of the Titans as well.
The 44 is Isaiah Pacheco getting another look in here. He's twisted and brought down quickly in the Tennessee secondary coming up for the play. It'll bring up second down. Joshua Kalu in there on the stop. So this lab thing, Chris, when the Chiefs are practicing special teams area, Mahomes and Kelsey go down to the other end of the field and they make a little bit of the magic.
Yeah, they go down there and make up stuff. and the fun part is that Andy Reid not only lets them do it, he wants them to do it because then they take ownership and pride in what they're doing. It's one of the reasons they've been so good down in the red zone.
The 44, Mahomes escaping on the run where it's so dangerous. He will run it here and just get 3 as he goes out of bounds to the 47-yard line and sets up third down. Do you find that unique? Obviously, these guys have such a great connection, but a coach like Andy Reid willing to give them that much freedom to create?
Well, what's funny about it is, and I was talking to Dave Toke down on the field a little bit before the game, and he goes, don't be mistaken. Andy's as old school as there is, but he has learned over the years, these are different guys. They actually have to give them phone breaks so they can go check their phones. Things are different. This isn't old school football here in Kansas City.
This is 3rd and 7. Titans bringing the heat. Mahomes downfield for Watson. Oh, what a play! He brought it in right around the 20-yard line. Justin Watson made a couple of big plays in this opening quarter. 33 on that one.
Watson with a touchdown last week, and that was magical right there.
Rush to the line for the 22. Mahomes out quick. Jerick McKinnon can't bring it in. Incomplete.
Sometimes Patrick Mahomes can make this stuff look so easy.
Let's kill that nigga.
Arm in there. Everything was exactly right. You can't ask for Fulton to do any better than that. And they still complete it. I mean, it really is. And somehow in this stadium, it seems to be even worse. Right? You come in here, you've got a good team. You know your defense can really play. One of the best defenses in all of football. And they still
she's so nasty, nasty.
Did such a good job
So skinny, so skinny, so skinny, so skinny. This is not no number 2.
Giants first round pick.
So skinny,
In the red zone.
So you want to pay a lot of attention to Travis
Kelce. In the
Kelce,
first quarter.
Well, check out this guy.
Shit looking like green.
As good a moves as there is.
Your hair ain't doing shit though.
Say that lightly.
Oh,
Just watch
switch.
this young man. Out of the University of Florida, I
Oh,
watched
that's
him a
like
lot
not
there.
I'm gonna take my pocket to my other, my hot shit.
Mike, if they had a game of tag amongst
My
everybody in the
hot shit.
NFL, that would
Watch
be my
this,
first
watch
round
this,
draft pick
watch
right there.
Really?
Well, I'm telling you.
That good. All right. From the 12, Mahomes out quick to Smith-Schuster. Pounding towards that first down marker at the 3. He's just short. Juju Smith-Schuster really finding a role here with the Chiefs. Long drive for Kansas City, moving it down the field as we approach 1 minute left in the quarter.
Mike, how many times have we seen Kelce do this? Just if there's nobody there, okay, I'm just going to turn around, throw me the ball. And then I turn into a fullback. Put my head down. He's a big guy, right? They just make hard stuff look easy.
One for the first down, 3 for the touchdown. Edwards Hilaire.
I think he got it though.
Smack card, but I think that extra effort's going to get him to the 2. And we'll see if he's got the first down. Chiefs just rotating people. 3 backs have carried it. A half dozen receivers have caught passes. We're going to have to measure this at the mark just short of the 2. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. said it, Chris, the physicality. I feel like the Chiefs are bringing a little bit of that physicality. They're not waiting to be the catchers of Tennessee's physical nature.
They felt like they had to take it to this football team. They learned their lesson last year. Basically, they said, you can say this is about scheme or anything else. Had nothing to do with it. They physically whipped us a season ago, and they wanted to take the fight to Tennessee here tonight.
So just short, 3rd and inches. Chiefs don't have to run a play here. They can let the quarter expire.
So get to her nosebleed.
Malik Willis and the Titans had that one completion, but only 3 more plays after the 48-yard connection.
But the theory usually goes, if you feel like you have the better team and the bigger advantage in a game, you want to run as many plays as you possibly can in that football game. And I think you're going to see the Chiefs go ahead and run a play. Mahomes is asking that right now.
Looking over to Andy Reid. Andy's pointing, just telling him to wait. Plays run in this opening quarter. 22 by Kansas City, 4 by Tennessee, and they will take it to the second quarter. Chiefs dominating the stats. It's only 3-0 on the board. The 3rd inch is coming up when this second quarter gets underway. Both teams 5-2. Both teams lead their division. The winner joins Buffalo atop the AFC.
I can make it left, right, and she shook her ass cheeks.
From Kansas City, after these messages.
Have you seen my new phone yet? I would never switch to Samsung. I like my phone. What? See, I like my phone.
Rated PG-13. Reserve your tickets now.
I'll just take a sec right there, bro.
From Bolt to Blazer, Equinox to Silverado, Chevy EVs are for everyone, everywhere.
Veterans and military spouses work here. And our no annual limit discount program saves spouses 10%.
Mike, you just gathered your defensive players. What did you tell them?
Well, we have to do it together. We can't do this by ourselves. It's the only chance that we have tonight is start trying to come together and stand shoulder to shoulder and go out there and try to get them stopped. Find a way to get the drive stopped. Too many guys, one guy on one tackle, and everybody just out there by themselves. We just got to play some team defense.
Thanks, Mike.
Melissa, thank you. Mike Vrabel was talking to his defense, comes over and speaks to Melissa live as we get set to start this second quarter. Again, fast-moving quarter and a lot of plays for that Titans defense. 22 in all, and Patrick Mahomes is 3rd in inches, just a couple of yards away. We move Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling going to the opposite side. With Kelce and Noah Gray, the 2 tight ends. The back is McKinnon. And it is Gray taking the snap, pushing forward, but a flag down. And a penalty here will make it 3rd and 5. And be a big advantage here for Tennessee.
Ball start. Offense number 62. 5-yard penalty. We play 3rd down.
And a penalty on Joe Tooney, the left guard, who was with the Patriots before his time here in KC.
Dick Vrabel has so much respect there, doesn't he? For Andy Reid, just talks about him. Reverend terms, really does. Had a lot to do with mentoring him as a head coach.
Huge flag there. Now 3rd and 5. Out to Hardman. In space. The cut inside. Into the end zone. McCole Hardman. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Simmons getting right in the face of Mahomes and the other Chiefs as they celebrate. And this conversation continuing all the way through. Titans very upset for some reason with what happened on that play.
Let's talk just a little bit about McCole Hardman. 3 touchdowns a week ago, some of these shorter kind of plays like this. But if anybody may have possibly benefited from Tyreek Hill not being here, how many times have we heard comparisons with McCole Hardman to Tyreek Hill? And you just have to wonder, maybe a little bit of that burden was lifted off because he's been playing very, very well this year.
Bless me again.
3-3 at the combine. He's finding those open spaces. Little gadget plays that Hill made magical. Bunker on for the extra point. No good. Looked like he was sneaking it inside that upright, but ruled no good. So it is 9-0. Well, in space, McCole Hardman's been tough to stop the last couple of games for the opponents. 4 touchdowns in the last 5 quarters and change. 9-0 KC.
COVID-19. Some people get it, and some people can get it bad. And for those who do get it bad, it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, asthma, or smoking. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, don't wait. Ask your healthcare provider right away if an authorized oral treatment is right for you.
Take home a souvenir or 6. Follow your team wherever they go. Handle any curveball. Then find something new to cheer about. Go with heart. Go with Southwest.
We're headed to the playground.
Yeah, we're going to the playground. Have fun. Sit down. You think I've never been to the playground? Shop Best Buy and experience the magic of giving the perfect gift.
My Hannah used to say there's the right way and then there's the Lopez way. And she would take up her chancla and throw it at you and hit you.
You come here, you do stuff for me, we laugh, and you go home. I love that last part. Hi, Mama.
You want to make things awkward.
If I wanted to make things awkward, I showed you late night text asking, you are?
How was that?
What the fuck?
Part of the Friday Comedy Hour on NBC.
Just how far are we willing to go?
The only way to protect victims is to team up.
We'll fight like hell. Together. I'm gonna find this guy. I'm gonna make him pay. You need to get this conviction. How you convict him? I don't really care.
He's not getting away with this. I am going to help you. Let's move.
I know what justice is. Time to make this right. No one is above the law.
From Kansas City, tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Geico. And the Kansas City tradition, as much as the barbecue as well. The tailgates and waiting for the parking lots to open outside of GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. We've been lucky the last few weeks or so. Buffalo, Green Bay a few weeks before that. Tailgate as good as it gets. And a beautiful day for it in Kansas City. Bunker kicks it short, so it has to be returned. Hassan Haskins runs up to get it. And he will take it just past the 25-yard line. That's when the second Titans drive will begin.
All right, let's take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K Skycam. A little chippiness. You want to know why? Well, here's why. All night long for Jeffrey Simmons, it has been a little bit rough. They've been paying a lot of attention to the great defensive tackle, and everybody is sort of taking a shot at him. Do double teams here and there. And then on the touchdown, you're going to get a look at Simmons, and first it's going to be Creed Humphrey, who's got a good hold of his jersey. All right, that happens every play. And then at the tail end of that, there was Trey Smith, who knocked him on his backside. So that's why.
Fake to Henry, throw is complete down the field to Austin Hooper, the tight end, as he'll take it past the 40-yard line into the 42. So they've run 5 plays, only one a run by Henry.
Well, and the first thing you'll notice, there's Ryan Tannehill over on the sideline trying to coach him up to some extent. The first thing you notice about Malik Willis is he's a tank. That's a big guy down there. So you're not going to intimidate him with any sort of defense or pressure at all.
In the 42, first give to Henry off the sensational game last week. He gains 3. Here's the listen.
Mike, Ryan Tannehill playing the role of cheerleader/coach because of his ankle injury before the Titans' first drive. He was all smiles, encouraging with Malik Willis. After the drive, he was all business. He had the tablet, very X's and O's conversation, pointing out what he could have done better. Then he patted Willis on the back and said, "Let's go."
Nick Westbrook-Akine, the receiver, was in motion at 2nd and 6. And Willis will pull it and keep it on the run. He did so much of this at Liberty, and he's to the 36-yard line. Chris, he didn't run it much against Houston, just 5 carries. Maybe a little bit more of that here tonight.
I was surprised we didn't see more of it, but when I brought it up to Mike Vrabel, I said, you know, I was just wondering if you might run a few more read options, because we ran a lot of read options. Why would you even say that? Like, okay, I'm just saying, I saw this guy be pretty successful in college doing it.
From the 37-yard line, here is Henry.
Oh, yes.
And there he goes.
Oh, yes.
Henry on the run.
Oh, yes.
Henry to the 11-yard line. Started to say he had a massive game against Houston last week. 32 carries, 219 yards, and this is as good as it gets at this position over the last 15 years.
Yeah, you want to know what it feels like on the defensive side? Watch this one, because now they've got the big guys in. Kevin Rader, the tight end, in at fullback. But that is how it starts. And I think the run by Malik Willis really opened things up. Now you've got to play that edge. You've got to account for the quarterback here as well.
Titans very good in the red zone. Second only to Kansas City. Over 13, Henry bounced it to the outside. What an open field tackle. Terrific play by the rookie quarterback, Joshua Williams, out of Fayetteville State.
It really was Nick Bolton who got through the line of scrimmage and forced that play to the outside. And right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are being about as aggressive with the way that they're shooting these gaps as I've seen them all season long. Obviously, Derrick Henry, but that change of direction is what set up the play for no gain.
On 2nd and 12, Henry. Willis takes off inside the 10. He'll put his shoulder down to get to the 7-yard line. Bumped out of bounds there. Was 3rd and 4 coming up. What the Tennessee does very well. Very good first 15 plays. They score very often in that scripted part, and they're just getting to the plays that they've designed. Only run 10 plays here so far tonight.
Well, and you could tell that Derrick Henry is just now becoming a part of the offense. So they had to establish that they would throw, could throw, and they did. And then they established that he could run, and they have.
He's out. Dontrell Hilliard's the back. You see the coaches mention Wentz for 3rd and 5. And Willis in the flag down throws to Hilliard, incomplete. George Karlaftis, the rookie out of Purdue, brought the pressure on the fellow rookie, Willis. Check what this marker is.
Is Chris Jones offsides on that one?
It was 3rd and 5.
Offside. Defense number 95, lined up in the neutral zone. Coming half distance to the line. Replay 3rd down.
You're all over it. Chris Jones, the outstanding defensive tackle for the Chiefs.
There it right there. He does push the envelope. We will say that. He keeps us entertained, and he does push the envelope on the line of scrimmage.
So the half the distance, he'll get the full 5 with where the ball is. So it becomes 3rd and short, and Henry comes back in. Will take the direct snap. And Henry will run it inside the 5 into the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a flag down. Willis Black. Did he get to the right spot when the quarterback left?
There is no foul to play. Ruling the field is a touchdown.
And Derrick Henry and the Titans move it down the field effectively to get on the board.
Just a direct snap, but now because somebody has to leave that edge, now you've got a problem with this big guy coming right at you. And this game now is taking a little turn because this is what the Tennessee Titans can do to teams, and it's the reason they won 5 games in a row.
Extra point done through by Randy Bullock. You saw Willis as he was lurking by the center. He never got behind the center and underneath. So that made it illegal for him to get out there, clear the path for King Henry. Takes it to the house. Tightens this up to a 2-point game.
Can I help you?
I need to mail this.
Maybe there's our message up there.
What? Oh my God.
This is mostly secure, most fairly secure.
This is crazy.
You know what else is crazy? That SMS fax that you sent me? It's unencrypted. Other people might see your text just like other people might see your letter.
Oh, dick, bro. Typical Glaze.
Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. See your vision clearly, get there decisively. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Kohl's early access deals are going fast. Shop them now. Earn $10 Kohl's Pass for every $50 you spend. And get 30% off Legos, 50% off Chandies for your family, and a digital air fryer for $33.99. Plus, take an extra 15% off. Kohl's.
I'm so emotional. It went into freaking superstar lounge. Did we have a moment? I was taking what my mama gave me for you.
Just how far are we willing to go?
The only way to protect victims is to team up.
We'll fight like hell. Together. I'm gonna find this guy. I'm gonna make him pay. You need to get this conviction. How you convict him? I don't really care.
He's not getting away with this. I am going to help you. Let's move.
I know what justice is. Time to make this right. No one.
George Lopez and his daughter Mayan star in NBC's new comedy Lopez versus Lopez. It's Fridays at 7 Central on NBC and streaming the next day on Peacock. Back here in Kansas City, Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Terry Colley, 3-time Super Bowl referee, with us from the studio, our rules analyst. 9-7 game, and it will be a touchback. The Chiefs will start at the 25-yard line. So Malik Willis starts, and if you watch the Houston game, you go, okay, there's no way that they can run this offense and beat Kansas City. But just that baby step of growth changes the whole conversation.
I mean, this was the #1 seed in all of football a season ago, right? I mean, let's not forget that. So far in this game, they're averaging 10.7 yards per play. They're doing all right. They survived a first-round knockout.
And now it's drive 3 from Mahomes. Scores on the first 2. Looking deep, it's covered. Comes back down and completes it. The 34-yard line for the fullback, Michael Burton. Mahomes was ready to fire to him. Burton didn't have his head turned around. Finally got there and got a 9-yard gain.
There's Eric Bieniemy over there, the first guy you saw in the laboratory. He's the one that draws them up on the plays, and Andy, and then here comes Travis and Patrick come over and draw some different lines occasionally.
Isaiah Pacheco's the back. He'll run to the left. He'll get the first down to the 36-yard line. Kind of an interesting mix with the 3 backs with Edwards-Helaire and McKinnon. But now Pacheco, Andy started him the last game against San Francisco to make sure he got his touches, and he made an impact.
Well, that big guy runs 4.39. So we've talked about losing Tyreek Hill, arguably the fastest guy in their league. They have about 5 guys on this offense that run 4.4. So he's not far out of the neighborhood.
First down from the 36. Mahomes gets pressured and flushed and throws incomplete. Good pressure brought by DeMarcus Walker from the inside that time. Key for the Titans as this game goes on.
So we get some different stunts of being able to do it. And the one thing that they had great success with when they won that game and held them to 3 points last time around was they were able to sort of get him off the spot, but not give up the big plays because of it. So a lot of times they were more dependent on trying to run him to a single player on one side or the other. And so far tonight, they're doing pretty well with that again.
2nd and 10, Mahomes hit as he throws, got it to Juju Smith-Schuster. Lost the football with the process. Byard is down there with him. Let's see, is it incomplete? What's the ruling here? Still a conversation. We haven't had a ruling. Titans ball. It is Titans ball. Juju had it. Now we're going to have a deeper conversation. So it's not decided just yet. It might be an incomplete pass. Did Juju have it turned first?
Discussing the ruling the field, an incomplete pass.
Yep.
We got 3rd down. Put 9 minutes and 26 seconds on the game clock.
I don't think he ever caught it. He was, he was just bobbling that the whole time.
Just had Mahomes on a sack too. His knee was just about to come down, but you got to catch it and clutch it before you take those 2 steps and do something with it. So you never had it. So it brings up 3rd and 10 for Kansas City. And from the 36, there's Mahomes flagged down as he throws to Kelsey. 3 in the middle. Kelsey takes it to the 39-yard line. If it stands, it's a gain of 25, but this feels like it's coming back.
Holding. Offense number 77. 10-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
Andrew Wiley, the right tackle. It's 5 penalties accepted on the Chiefs.
All right, Mike, here it is. This is what they did. 3 rushers over here, and then this guy's the catcher over here. They want him to just sit and wait on Mahomes to bounce that way. That time he couldn't because Wiley got hold of his jersey, so he was able to escape out and do some of that creating on offense. It's a good call, but Kansas City understands what Tennessee did to him last year, and now they're trying to prevent that from happening again this season.
Were you responding to the fans who were booing when you said it's a good call?
No, I get used to it. Which stadium I'm in?
I thought you thought they could hear you. Here's the pressure coming on Mahomes and throws underneath. It is caught by McKinnon, but it's a long journey. He's nowhere close. And you felt the pressure of those front players for Tennessee on that drive. But Dupree and the pressure, David Long the tackle, and the Chiefs will punt it away.
Yeah, I mean, basically the statement that I think Tennessee is making that this is not going to be a 1st or 2nd round knockout. We're going 15 rounds here this evening, and they're starting to play their style of ball.
There's been a Tommy Townsend sighting. 7 games, 19 punts, and 6 of them came in 1 game. His 20th of the year is to Robert Woods, who will make the fair catch over at the 21-yard line. 47 on the kick and no return. Tennessee down 2 and back on the field after this.
Hey, check this out.